Oh, I suppose I should switch into my computer glasses so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Oh man, I don't do many live streams. I haven't done one for, geez, 3 years? Something like that. Oh, got feedback. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. I'm confusing myself here. See, that's why I don't do live streams. I'm not good at it. Anyhow, the reason for the live stream today, I mean, like I mentioned, it's been 3 years since I've done one of these, and I've kind of been encouraged to do more of them. I should do more of them. And since I recently started the memberships to the channel, I thought I would try and do more live streams. They might be members only live streams at times. That I'd probably be more comfortable doing those. But what I'm here today to discuss are some things that I have sitting around me here on the desk right now that some of them are going to be giveaways, some of them are going to be odds and ends. And I don't know, kind of get your thoughts on what's here and what I'm going to be doing with them. I'll try and watch the chat as I'm talking, but I'm not good at that. Oops, hang on. Like I just said, I'm not good at that. Hey, there's Brandon and Rudy. Yeah, like I said, I get distracted easily. So what I'm looking at on the bench, well, on the desk right now, the bench is over that way. I have some castings that I'm going to do cool or not videos on. You know how those go. And I have some that are going to be members only giveaways. And some I've kind of confused as to what to do with which. But I think like upcoming cool or not, and the reason I'm doing part of this video today is I was in the process of boxing up this little Porsche that I need to get to Jody Sims for his upcoming event. And yeah, I'm not good at this. I think I posted a picture of this little Beatnik Bandit on Instagram. I think that one is going to be a members only giveaway. It's pretty cool. I really like it. And then I'm thinking upcoming cool or nots. One's probably going to be this Datsun pickup. This M2 Machines Datsun pickup. And one is probably going to be this Tarmac Land Rover Defender 90. I need to record some of the cool or not videos. And that's part of the reason I'm bringing this up today. I've got this. This is a custom I did a while back, Gaslands custom. And it's one of those old Hot Wheels that has a side that reveals the damage. I'm not sure if that's just going to be a cool or not, if it's going to be a members only giveaway or what. Not quite sure on that. What else is sitting around here? The letter getter. Letter getter? Yeah, I think letter getter. I have decals coming. That I need to restore. Oh. There's so many places to look. It's a good thing I have my computer glasses on. They aren't the best looking glasses, but it's the best thing I ever did. Oh. Best thing I ever did, because the focus for these glasses, I've never had computer glasses. These are set for focus like 2.5 feet out. So I can actually read what's on the screen right now to be distracted even more. But yeah, I'm going to restore this one and don't tell anybody, but I think I'm going to send that to Eddie Simple Customs after I restore it because his wife works for the mail system. So that's the plan. I think, not quite sure. I just got this beautiful little matchbox in. Obviously, it's a 62 Plymouth Savoy, but it's a beautiful casting. And I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to screw it up. So since I'm not really a collector, it's going to be a giveaway of some kind. Haven't decided, cool or not, or members only. Can't quite decide on that. The 64, I'm sure you've all seen this by now. It's been all around the internet. The 64 Chevy Impala lowrider, which is kind of neat. It's funny because the packaging on the nice Hot Wheels castings is nothing compared to the way they packaged the Matchbox ones. The Matchbox had a wrapper that was round inside of this outer cardboard. Then that was all in a paper wrapper inside of that. It was the most elaborate wrapping I've seen. Yes, GW, computer glasses, best thing I've ever done. I mean, it's like I can put on my regular glasses. These are day-to-day glasses, and everything that 2.5 foot range where the monitor is fuzzy. And so got these. And again, everything's perfectly sharp now. Best thing I've done. But, you know, I'm an old geezer. Everything's going to be kind of blurry anyway. And then this casting, I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it. The 17 Toyota Tacoma Elite 64 Mod Shop. This is cool. I love what they're doing with this, where it's maybe going to get people into customizing slowly and easily and have them enjoy what we're doing, you know, have fun with it. And that's the point of the Silva challenges that I do. One of those just wrapped up. Leo Kempf just wrapped up his Silva challenge. So I need to do the video on that. And I'm about to notify the next participant to see if he's ready to go on that. Anyone who's curious, yeah, the goat is always handy, never far away. Do I have a favorite mainline release this year? I don't really keep track of that stuff. I really don't. I've said it before, and I'm not really a collector. I just buy stuff to destroy, just things to modify. Yeah, GW, Grinch, which I can relate. Yep, it's computer glasses are handy for all of us. So yeah, but anyhow, I don't really have a favorite 24 release because I'm not sure which ones have come out this year. I see things that are coming, and at times I don't. So I don't keep track of it. There's a new Super Twin Mill coming out in 2025 that someone sent me a picture of. So I'll have to do one of those in metal cast red to match the other sister castings. The reason I kind of glanced up that way is that's where the 7 twin mills that I've done so far are at. And so I need to do another one, obviously, to go with the others. That's just what I'll need to do. But those are kind of the castings I'm looking at. So as far as the ones I have here on the desk that I mentioned to you. And I'm not quite certain which ones are going to be which. I kind of hinted at which ones will probably be members only and which ones will be cool or not. I have other castings for the cool or not. I'm starting to consider putting some of the customs I do up in cool or not builds, but I might not want to hear what people think about them. It might be better if I not hear that people didn't like them. I'm like I mentioned, the Porsche is going off to Jody Sims for his event. Let's see here. His event that's a little bit later. I think it's the end of October, towards the end of October. And I've been planning to send this off for 2-3 weeks now. Just haven't got around to it. I might send something else in there too. I'm toying with the idea of sending this one in there, but it doesn't match the colors that Team Honcho that's Eddie over at Silva Custom, or over at Simple Customs, not Silva Customs, Simple Customs, but Eddie Papandrea. Oh, there's Dan. Hey, Dan. I'm a legend in my own mind, Dan. Logic Blaster, I'm glad you liked the Charlie's Angels van video. That, you can't see it that well in the picture here. But back this way, that van is up right there. And right next to it is the actual Paint It Pink build for this year, coming up October 15th. Honcho Team. Yeah, Honcho Team. That's Eddie and I and Jody's event. Team Honcho, the future winners of the event. But it's up to the roll of the dice. And we're trying to get loaded dice for the event. We'll see how that goes. Eddie built a fantastic build for that. Eddie's imagination is scary. And so when I did this one, I knew no matter how extreme I went, it wouldn't be anything close to what Eddie created. But back to the Paint It Pink build, on that I end up doing, it's a very basic build. It did have some slight modifications to it. Yeah, Eddie's the godfather. But anyhow, I just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes, say hi to everybody. I'm going to try and do these more often, as opposed to once every 3 years. Eddie has a wild building style. That is putting it mildly. I'm glad Eddie's imagination is used for good and not for evil, because it could be really scary if it was used for evil. But anyhow, yeah, I'm hoping for more live streams in the future. They're just not something I'm super comfortable with. And so I'm encouraged to do more of them. I've been encouraged to do more of them. And, once every 3 years isn't many at all. Loaded dice. Loaded dice is the plan. This is obviously, I'm trying to figure out how the live streaming works as well, because I'm using something different than I used 3 years ago. And so hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully the picture's okay. Rico Bobby. But I'm using StreamYard this time. I haven't used it before. So there's some getting accustomed to things. I'm using something different to see what the chat is. So it's kind of off to the side. So part of it is just getting accustomed to how all of this works. So I'll try and do more of them. Some of them will be a heads up. Thanks. I was hoping it was coming through okay. I had to shut the blinds behind me because it's really bright outside. When I had the blinds open, everything was washed out, which was probably, well, yeah, Dan, when I had the blinds open behind me, that weird ugly thing floating in the center of the screen here was all blocked out. Just the screen went black. Putting things in the sink and running a wire to the toaster just sounds dangerous. But then living on the edge is what we do doing these little castings, right? No? But I've got some lazy builds in progress. I'm not sure why I'm talking about that now, but I hadn't planned to. But Here's a lazy build that's in progress, the Tankinator. This, I think I'm just going to detail. I stripped the one metal part on this casting and primered slightly the others. The one I really want to work on, which is silly, I'm not sure what kind of livery I want to put on this. But this is an old Rattle Chevette that's in a Domino's pizza livery. So I'm shaking it there as I hold it. There you go. Well, maybe that's better. But yeah, it's a little tiny turd of a casting. And there's part of me that just doesn't want to do it in the Domino's pizza livery. I did a Domino's pizza build years ago for Diecast Graveyard had an event that I did that for. And so Paul announced the event, and it had to be, was it fast food livery or pizza livery? I'm not quite sure which. But yeah, so I want to do this little turd of a car in something. But I might do it in a different livery and put some kind of wording up on the little banner up there. Logic Blaster, I'm cheap. And so, like, the things I'll recommend, it's like the color shot paints that I get through Walmart Plus. It's cheap paint, and I rattle can everything, and I shouldn't admit to this. I have a compressor. I have a small compressor. I have 2 airbrushes. I was given one as a gift. I bought another one, and I just can't bring myself to using them. I have used the compressor to blow things off with air. Mountain Dew, hey. I've used it to blow things off, to get dust off things. And I still rattle can everything because I'm lazy. I'm cheap and I'm lazy. And so it's a combination of, I like not having to, how do you clean a rattle can? You turn it upside down when you're through with it, shoot some clear air out of it, and you're ready to go the next time. That's it. There's no real cleaning to it. So that's part of it. It is, Skip. It is a pizza delivery car. It may not be one for long, but gotta love an old Rattle Chevette. How hilarious is that? You gotta love that kind of casting. And I don't think I want to go too extreme on it, but well, yeah, it's. I'm choosing where to spend my money, Dan. And so being cheap on like the materials and stuff I use lets me get some of this other stuff, and I'm having a blast giving stuff away. It's like a lot of fun. Frugal, not cheap. Okay, yeah, no, I'm cheap. I'm really cheap. I'm having a blast doing all of this. That's the thing. And like the giveaways and things like that, and like adding the memberships to the channel. I've been pushed to do that. And so it's kind of like, okay, it's surprising. I appreciate all of you guys, Dan. I really do. I appreciate the support that you've all given the channel. It's crazy, like how much support I've got. But as the channel grows, it's interesting. As the channel grows, YouTube pushes you to do more and more things. And hey, hi, Olovsky. I'll try and pronounce it kind of okay. But and like the collaborations that I get in email every day, it's skyrocketed. It may not sound like it's skyrocketing, but I easily get like 5 to 10 emails a day from random companies that want me to like pimp some kind of product that they have. And it'd be nice if the product's related in one way or another to doing Diecast. Santa, nothing's happening here at all. I'm just trying not to make a fool out of myself. And I'm about, let's see, we've been going how long here? 20 minutes. So it's about 19 minutes and 50 seconds past the point where I made a fool out of myself. where I started to do that. Anyhow, it's like weird, the promotional stuff that they try and get you to sell on your channel and somehow incorporate into the channel. And none of it is like diecast related. And even if it was, I have a hard time. I don't mind mentioning color shot paints because I love color shot paints. They're working fantastically. Yeah, surprisingly, Santa, it's not just me. I thought it was just going to be me, and I'd shoot this recording up and get some comments on it. But I love the color shot paint, so I absolutely don't mind sharing that I use them. Things like that. You know, I buy all the products I use, and I feel comfortable then saying what I like because, you know, I bought it and that's how it works. But yeah, the stuff you get in emails that want you to promote stuff. And I learned that you shouldn't really even open those emails because every so often one's just going to be a spam trying to hack into your channel. So I play it simple and like this shirt, huh, Santa? Yeah, all my shirts kind of look like this shirt. Since I retired, every shirt is a Hawaiian shirt that I'm wearing, but I don't do the combination with the shorts. It's like jeans and a Hawaiian shirt every day. That's pretty much it. These are my funky computer glasses that were cheap. But anyhow, I don't know why I'm rambling, but that's what I do. So I'm having a blast with the channel. I truly appreciate all the support that everyone's given me. It's crazy. And then West Coast guys always wear Hawaiian. Hey, you know it. Yeah, I wish I was giving off a Tom Selleck vibe. Yeah, I wish however, if I was driving the Ferrari 308, my head would stick up above the roof line just as bad as his did. Yeah, Diecast Resurrection. Yeah, Austin. It's too bad that he doesn't do it anymore because he was a blast to watch. But I miss some of the really early channels. The oh geez, I can't even think of Bare Metal HW, and Wheels and Things were like the two that really got me going at this. And yeah, actually, Olovsky, I'm working my way through the Silva Challenge list, and there's still surprisingly quite a few people on there. There's two aspects to the Silva Challenge, and there's the one where it's everyone who's requested to do it, and so I have a list of those. For what it's worth, on the people who are attending Grinch Witch, your name is coming up pretty quickly. It's not going to be long before you're going to be getting one of those boxes. The other thing about the Silva Challenge is occasionally I'll just send out an email to someone that I think everyone would like to see do the challenge. That there's people that I think the community would like to see do it. And so I will send out invitations to them to see if they're up doing it. There's also people who so far I've approached that don't do diecast cars, that do other things that I think would be interesting to see them tackle a diecast car. And so far, none of those have accepted, but I'm hoping to get some of those to accept. I will be approaching some people. I have some in mind in the near future that I think fall into that same group. See you later, Santa. Grinch Witch, as far as showing the Grinch casting, it's actually in that case over there. I actually, there's oddly enough, I've created the thumbnail for this live stream already that I'll be uploading once the live stream ends. Then I can put, hey Neil, then I can put the thumbnail on the live stream. And when I did the live stream, I put the Grinch build on the picture of for the thumbnail. So you'll see that shortly after this. But no, Dan, I haven't heard anything from them. I did. Oh, it's hell being old. Hang on, let me check my phone here. Let me check something here, because earlier today, yeah, Jay, I contacted Jay over at JDC, Jay's Diecast Customs, to see if he was okay, because as I recall, exactly, Rico, to see if he was okay, because as I recalled, he moved to North Carolina, and it looked like North Carolina really got hit, and I hadn't seen anything from him, and he's okay. Apparently, he had just missed them, but they're fine, which is really good to know. And that's someone that I can't wait till he gets back into doing things, and you know, real life gets in the way of everything. Uh-oh, Eddie's here. We got to shut this down. we can't have bringing in all those lovely ladies that follow him around. We can't have that. We were saying nice things about you before, Eddie. We really were. But nobody mentioned what I said about that to Eddie. But Team Honcho, Eddie, Team Honcho, we're gonna win it. I'm gonna be sending mine. I'm gonna be right after this live stream. I'm gonna be packing that up, and I'm gonna be packing up the most recent Cool or Not winner, getting those out in the mail tomorrow. And I got to get that to Jody. I think the event's at the end of the month, but I want to get it there. Do I have a Holy Grail diecast model that I've yet to acquire? Oh, man. Not really. Because it's like the things I like. Like I did a repo beach bomb, rear loading Hot Wheels beach bomb in pseudo spectrifying pink, that I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm glad I have that in my collection. But again, I'm not that much of a collector. Hey, Charlie. How you doing, Charlie? But again, you know, it's just, I think my holy grail is whatever I'm working on at the time, trying to get it to come together without blowing up. It's kind of like the Paint It Pink build that is coming up from me. I finished the build, but I still need to do the video. And on that one, it was something, it's a casting that I really like, and I've done 2 recent restorations of them. And I have a lot of that same casting that's in horrible shape. And so I wanted to do something with that casting to see if I could. It's an old Matchbox casting, and you can't get the parts for it. Glad to hear you're doing good, Charlie. Doing okay here. Doing okay. Maybe losing my mind a little bit because I'm doing a live stream. Everything can't be straight up there if I'm doing a live stream. But it's a Matchbox casting that I really like. But the ones that I have that are bombed out are in bad shape, and there's parts for it that you can't get replacements for. So I end up taking other parts that are available from different castings, and I had to make some modifications to it. And yeah, not much to lose. Exactly, Dan. It's kind of like, oh no, that comment just clicked. I thought you were talking about the casting. Foolishly, I thought you were talking about the casting, Dan. That's. I was already not having much up there already, and so yeah, there's not much to lose. but hey, I do. As I'm getting older, it's tough for me. That's part of the bad part about the live streams is it becomes obvious that you know, I'm not able to put words together as smoothly as I once did. But not that I was ever that smooth. But Yeah, so on that particular painted pink casting, I did fill in an area of the body and I have posted some pictures for members of the channel to see, which right now Grinch Witch is a member, and so she's seen the finished painted pink build, which the area I had to fill in. It's one of those things. You were born in '59. Damn. I feel young. I feel young. Um, I had to fill in some areas, and the work on filling things in. When I first started doing some of the cut and shut builds, putting things together, I wasn't as careful. Doing good, Sean. Doing good. Thanks. Keeping out of trouble, trying to. Now you're a kid, Neil. I won't say when you were born. But when I first started doing the cut and shuts, I'd put them together and I'd sand and fill and putty and sand. And I just kind of hit this point where it's like, okay, I'm done. I can't sand this thing or file it anymore. And some of those early, like the combi mashups, aren't that good. Admittedly, not that good. And but they're a reminder of where I was. And I have them up there too. There's like some of them up there. And it's kind of like when I was doing the hood on this. Oh, see, I said what I wasn't planning to say, what area I had to fill in some on. But when I was filling in a portion of the hood on this particular casting, there was a lot of using styrene and then JB Weld and then Bondo spot putty and then filing and then primering and then sanding and then spot putty and then primering and sanding. And I got it to a point that I'm really happy with it. But it was a lot more tedious than I thought it was going to be before I started doing it. God, I love combis too, Dan. I might revisit those early combi builds and either refinish them, just do them better, or just start over from scratch and just start with new castings. I'm not quite sure. But anyhow, it's one of those things where I got that painted pink build where I'm really happy with it. The pink is the same pink that you see on the roof of the Charlie's Angels van that I just did. It's a bright pink. It's pink. And I didn't put any decals on it. I thought about putting decals because that would make it very similar to the original castings of this particular design. But I decided against it. And I'll mention that in the video. I need to do that video, but I have time. I wasn't sure it was going to work out well, which is the reason I did the Charlie's Angels build. It was the backup painted pink build. So if the main painted pink build went to crap, I had the Charlie's Angels build that hopefully would go well. The painted pink build went well. So then I just released the Charlie's Angels build as just a regular build. So anyhow, I've rambled enough for one day. Just finished reattaching wife's exhaust heat shield. Maybe a kid, but took a bit to get off the ground. See, Neil, you're young enough to get off the ground. That's how young you are. I was doing I shouldn't admit to this. I've been doing some work in the backyard. And, oh, hey, welcome aboard, Joel. Go take a look at the painted pink build. There's some stuff about it in the community tab. There's some short videos. Anyhow, hey, JC, hi to your wife too. I'm trying not to giggle too much during this. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, I was doing the work in the backyard, and my age caught up with me, and I was on the ground doing something, and then I went to get up, and this is like the first time where I've had to crawl along the ground to get to a higher object so that I could lean on it to get up. And it was like, yep, I'm getting old. Thanks, Charlie. I was really happy with the Charlie's Angels van. And I think the Charlie's Angels van is a good example of the color shot paints. And the reason why I really love those color shot paints, because they just gloss up. I mean, they are nice paints. They're a little heavy. Hey, JC, thanks to you too. Wow. So anyhow, the color shot paints are fantastic. And I think one thing I've learned even better with that Charlie's Angels van, there was time between when and the Painted Pink build that you'll see later. The Painted Pink build, I painted it with the pink, and then there were like 2 days before I did the gloss over it. So it really cured well. And the gloss then really was glossy. The color shot paints, I get the color shot paint, I get it through Walmart Plus, which it's their membership thing, kind of like Amazon Prime. The reason I originally joined Walmart Plus was because I wanted the free home delivery of food. And originally, I got it during COVID because, I didn't want to go to the grocery store. I was too lazy to go to the grocery store. And so I signed up for Walmart Plus, and then they added things to it. Like now I get Paramount TV through it. They've got a deal with Burger King where you get a free Whopper every 3 months and 25% off a purchase every day at Burger King. But the one thing they also have is you get free shipping on things you order through Walmart Plus. And so I'll order the color shot paints through Walmart Plus, and they get here. It's like the full spectrum of color shot paints are available through Walmart Plus, and they deliver them free, and they get here within like 2 days. And so they're just wonderful paints. I did a short video. I think I showed the full color palette that's available of the color shot paints. And so far, I have not been disappointed at all with those paints. They also dry very quickly. So no, I love those paints. I'll be using color shot white, what they call marshmallow, on this letter getter. I just need to wait for the Second Chance red line decals to come for that. The root beer medium red. The root beer is a metallic, isn't it, Neil? Because they do have some metallic colors. The lime green, the green on the Grinch build, as I recall, is the color shot lime green. And the pink on the Painted Pink build and the roof of the Charlie's Angels van is Farmer's Daughter, which gotta love the names on their paints. They just crack me up, But anyhow, the long and the short of it is, I was just going to be here a couple minutes. I just wanted to run things, like the Plymouth Savoy. Is that a beautiful casting or what? I am so happy I ordered that. And yeah, somehow that's going to go to somebody somehow. And yeah, I'm printing stickers like a madman. That's another thing. I used, and I've mentioned it several times. I use Sticker Mule for all the stickers, and they do a fantastic job. I never pay full price for them because they keep giving you offers on Sticker Mule. And so, it's with a twist. Yeah, that's right. The green is with a twist. Sticker Mule does a fantastic job. The stickers, when they offer their deals, it's a beautiful casting. This Savoy is a beautiful casting. How's this for rambling topic to topic to topic? But Sticker Mule, I highly recommend, and the deals they offer all the time, like the die cut stickers, like these. It's 50 stickers for $19.99 on their deals, so you can't beat that. The same with they offer the round ones every so often, so that's when I kind of stock up on these. What's that, GW? The red is, no, it's not a color shift. It's just a straight red. It's just a straight red paint. Oops. Yeah, when spell check fixes it to what it thinks you want to say, that's bad, huh? Yeah, I saw that Ron had done some Savoys for you, Charlie. That was cool. Yeah, Savoy's a wonderful casting, and yeah, I when this Savoy, I love what they did with it. You know, they put it in the plastic box and everything. They have the, you know, track under it, and they just did a wonderful job. But I need to get a Savoy to, you know, I want to do a modification on one. I want to do some kind of custom, but Lord knows like when I will, because I have the Tankinator I'm working on. I've got, I can't remember where I post. I try and post something somewhere every day, which is part of the reason why the channel's kind of been taking off. But I've got a gasser I'm doing. But excuse me while I roll over here for a minute. But to show you how long I've been planning on doing the gasser, here's a shipment from Hayden where you probably know he's been selling his gasser interiors and the engines and the bases. He's done custom 3D parts for that. And, you know, it's HHW Customs, Hayden over there. And he's offered them for a while. And the note on the inside of the box is, "Thank you for being the first to order my new gasser bundle." And it's like, that's how long it's been that I've had these sitting here planning to do them. And it just takes me a while to get to stuff. But anyhow, no, Charlie, don't send me anything. You don't need to send me anything. I can't show you what's in the closet that's this way because it's just, Santa has seen pictures of it. Santa and GW have seen pictures of that closet. And it's, yeah, I've got a lot of castings to do. I have actually, I have some castings from eBay arriving tomorrow. And you know that, thanks, Jack. I'm really happy with that Charlie's Angels build, the way it turned out. Yeah, I was thrilled with how it turned out. I didn't expect it to turn out that well, but it, go figure. But most of the castings I get, like, I mean, I get castings that I want to give away, right? You know, I get those. And, you know, I have no reason to have that casting. I don't collect them. So why would I have them? I'm not quite sure what the next cool or not is going to be. It's probably going to be one of those two. Maybe the little Datsun. Yeah, this one. The Datsun pickup. 77 Datsun pickup. Even though it's tempting to beat the hell out of this and make it look like the little Datsun pickup I had to drive, 300 miles in the heat of summer once with no air conditioning. And I'm kind of tall, and the interior on that was kind of small. That was rough. Yeah, Charlie, but mine are in tubs. They're just in bins of cars. Wait, hang on. I'll give you an example. Let's see. Here, I'll do it. This is a slight hint at how bad this closet is. Here's the Porsche bin. But wait, what's that? Oh, here's the other Porsche build bin. I'll beat the hell, you know. Dropping those did not hurt them at all. Fortunately, it didn't hit anything there. Hey, Derek. Santa didn't share that picture of the closet full of cars? I'm glad he didn't. It's overwhelming. But I've got to move these out of the way. Hang on. But anyhow, yeah, Derek, look, I'm doing a live stream. I know you asked me like if I'd go on your live stream sometime, and it was like, sure, just be patient. And that was what, like probably 2 years ago. I'm sorry. It's been 3 years since I did my last live stream. That's how bad it's been. But not how bad it's been, about how bad I've been about doing a live stream. But yeah, vehicles and totes and bins and, oh, I had to move this to get those out. But this is something I really want to do for some silly reason, is this old Tootsie Toy bulldozer. But I have no tracks for it, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do tracks for it. But I really want to do that. Oh, hey, Derek. Of course. I want, that's what you do, So anyhow, I hope she's doing well. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream. Go figure. Have I ever done a flying colors Porsche 917? That's a good question. That's a really good question. God, it seems like I have. I just kind of, it goes with the being old part. I've kind of lost track of things that I've done. And then I get surprised by what I've done that I've forgotten that I've done. And I mean, I did a Thunderbird Turbo Coupe years ago. The same color of when I was looking to buy a car. I actually test drove a Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe years ago. This was like a 96. I ended up getting a Mazda RX-7. I was looking for a sports car in my budget, and took the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe out because it was a sports car. And 3D print tracks. That's a thought. That's an idea. Yeah, isn't this great? Thanks, JC. You too. You have a wonderful day. But I painted it the same color as the one I test drove. When I took it for a test drive, it was a stick Thunderbird, a big Thunderbird. If you're not familiar with the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, it's a good size car. It was a stick. It had a small back window, and it was easily the most uncomfortable car I've ever driven, because just like where the stick was on the console and being able to put in the clutch and being 6'1", I couldn't see out the back window. It was just this weird combination of things. So I ended up with a 96 Mazda RX-7. Arrest Me Red. And that car was a blast. But I've been rambling enough. And anyhow, if you have any thoughts about the cars I've mentioned in the video as to cool or not, or member giveaways and such, let me know your thoughts. And went to Target the other day. I shouldn't be allowed in Target. I had to get this. And yes, I'm going to do something with it. I just don't know what. But I love it. But on that note, everybody, thanks for tuning in and watching this. Thanks for watching an old man ramble for, dear Lord, 50 minutes now. So everybody, stay safe and healthy out there. And I promise it won't be 3 years until the next live stream. And have a good week. And on that note, Rico, yeah, I can relate to that. See y'all later, and stay safe and healthy out there. Catch you in the next one.